Hello, you can call me Starry, and today I am going to be reading out the first chapter of the first fic you can find on my Ao3 page. Like, chronologically, if you go back, this is the earliest ones available on there. It's technically my third fanfiction, but it's the third one I've written. It's the third one I've written, but it's the third one I've published at the very least, but the first one I wrote, I was like 8, and it was Spider-Man and X-Men fanfiction. I published it at fanfiction.net, and I don't know where it is. And then another one I deleted because it was self-insert, and I decided I didn't want that up on the internet anymore, so I deleted it. So here is my discontinued fic. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this because I don't like the story. I'll say that. Hold up. Okay. God, this first paragraph. Izuku Midoriya was standing on the roof next to the man who was once his idol, now holding safely onto the villain made of sludge whom he had just captured. Okay, see, even that sentence was clunky. Now hold, like, that was like such a poor. His dream was crushed. Okay, now that I feel like is a good sentence to put after that. But then here we have a sentence fragment by this very same man who inspired it. That's just a subject. Sure, I needed a comma there. I'm just gonna point out the grammar flaws, aren't I? Others had told him he couldn't be a hero. Their voices filled out of cruelty, pity, or a mix of both. I said either. It's either and then you do or. But it hurt more from the same man who gave them hope, even if they had never met before today. How did I expect you to say anything else? Izuku Midoriya. Why didn't I just say Izuku? Question after a few minutes of something. After all, you're the reason I can't be a hero. You're the one who helped form this society. I was like so dumb as to not realize that. All Might stood looking at the boy in confused silence. He was looking increasingly manic as he looked straight into the number one hero's eyes. No one recognizes the heroes without strong or flashy quirks. Hell, the entry game for the top hero school only allows for the strong and powerful quirks. How was I so stupid as to not realize this? He was starting to yell, only interrupted by periods of maniacal laughter. Again, maniacal. I'm just thinking about this like someone actually like acting this out, and that would look so weird. Calm down, please. I was trying to comfort the boy, but spectacularly failing. Okay, I wrote some good lines. After all, one cannot gain comfort from the cause of misery. But then again, at least let me get you down to the ground. Oh, I believe the boy refused. What, afraid you're gonna cause a suicide? Trust me, All Might. Even if I never met you, you'd still be responsible. You and the shitty society you created, Midoriya countered. I think I'll stay here for a while. Don't worry about me. No one since the doctor said I would never get any work. If you asked All Might a few months later what he should have done differently, I don't know if he would have had an answer. I didn't even know where I was going with the story. He might have been dead at that point. After all, this moment is what started the world's descent into darkness. Again? I will repeat, I don't like this story because I was cringy. And like, you know, the stories are like, the villains are right. I was like, yes, I wholeheartedly agree with this. But now, like, literally, like, okay, to be fair, that was almost 7 months ago. Exactly 7 months ago when I uploaded this. Like 7 months past, and I'm like, holy shit, 7 months ago I was an idiot. I did not understand the story at all. The ones, also so many page breaks. Look at these. Chapters so short. Also, look at this. I don't need these titles. When the once hopeful Izuku Midoriya arrived at his home, he quickly ran to his room. He knew his usual comfort in the video of All Might's debut had evaporated, so quickly turned to his other hobby, hero research. However, he no longer focused on just how cool they seemed. He started to research private. Again, there is no motivation for this. He tried not to. He really did. Why would he try not to? He has no reason to. He truly still wanted to have faith in heroes. Even the society they created decided to torment him every day of their life. Try as he might, Izuku Midoriya failed to stray from the details that led to an increasing grudge. He thought about his childhood friend, Katsuki, who only wanted to be a hero to show how powerful he was. He thought about how much merchant. Again, that's just a symptom of capitalism right here. He thought about how much merchandise these heroes had, even if they even deserved that name at point. They did. Again, I'm just going back and realizing, oh my god, this is cringy. Anyway, I don't want to continue on with this chapter specifically. Also, Lover. I am going to point that out. Also, why didn't I just keep it as Kachan? That would have added so much more emotional value to that, to show that Deku still respects Katsu, that still respects Bakugo, or at least looks up to him. Okay, we're gonna skip to chapter 2. Let's. Okay. Let's look for when Ochaka shows up. And then we're gonna skip to when I have them start dating. I'm just gonna go with you specific scenes. Again, I don't know why he would have been surprised. I just forgot. Oh yeah, I haven't introduced Jiren yet. Yeah. Maybe Endeavor's kid. Okay, that was foreshadowing, so I didn't know it, but it's also just because it's so common for Shoto to turn villain in these stories. Second most common person to turn villain besides Deku. Okay. Okay, so I a certain level of plot. I only semi-dedicated to putting this from truly Ochaka's POV, because a certain level of plot, she wouldn't know who Bakugo is. She's this blonde ass. I'd probably put this blonde asshole. People would also be maybe, is it Aoyama? Okay. And then also, sorry to put in practice the advice I gave her Deku about using a combat versus. She didn't need advice. Also, I didn't need these page breaks. These don't separate anything, really. And it would have been better if I just... Yeah. That was just my theorizing about Uraraka's quirk. That was when she fully remembered Deku's advice and the mask didn't change. Basically, that's my that's just a headcanon I have about Uraraka's quirk. Just because that makes more sense, the way it works, and I thought it'd be an interesting application. Again, we're just skipping perspectives, we're just randomly switching perspectives. Although, I am making sure that it's clear that they're all on the same testing ground. So game props for that, I'll say that. Wow, I just the best line ever. You can't be convicted of crimes post-mortem at least. I think you can actually. Let me look it up. You can! In Japan. Okay. I didn't get his results. Okay, also, the narration, I don't think is very good, because I keep on switching perspectives again. Cause like it's obviously supposed to be like third person, but like it's obviously supposed to be third person limited from what it seems. But then I just didn't commit. And also, I just like kind of infuse my opinions about, Toguro inheriting one for all because I think that's fucking stupid. Okay. Okay. Okay, again, I'm just putting stuff in randomly. People seemingly fell in love at first sight. No, scratch that. It wasn't the time for these sorts of thoughts. The girl whose name he didn't even know was standing before him, confused. I guess that'd be how he felt comparing the 16-year-old to his villainous persona. He slipped the mask over his head, and the girl looked less confused, but now I could see fear in her eyes. Well, normally he'd love the idea of it. Now wasn't the time. It was time for introductions. Okay, this is just, him being a decent person. Also, Zero G, that was also, okay, so the reference to both Zero Gravity, and also, it was a gaming joke because she's poor. And Zero G, like, sometimes the money will just be called G in video games, so zero means they're broke as hell. Do you think it's too... Okay, I don't care about most of this middle section. Battle trials and USJ foreshadowing. You don't just actually say something for the USJ, baby. Gods, I love my summaries. She didn't know Atsuka had done the draw deck used ire. And then, okay. Okay, housing number one for all. I don't remember if I like actually explicitly said I've been skipping this. But yeah. Ramifications of the USJ. I just really want to throw in that a student died, but not one that anybody cared about. Because I don't know. Show that Deku being there had more of an as a villain had more of an impact than in canon. But like I didn't want to kill off any actual main characters. They're suspecting a traitor. Okay, sports festival. I don't remember what I did with this. Okay. I don't even remember. Yeah, just randomly. I don't even think I put in Stain at all. Like, I feel like Stain appears earlier in the series, and he's talking to the villains. And yet, this is supposed to be from the villain's perspective, and I didn't include Stain. Like, uh, partner? Like, dating? Oh! Uh, here's when I. Here's when I decided to randomly have them start dating. This only proves to me what I've been thinking. And what's that? I need to take over the League of Villains. I'll need your help, but it needs to be okay. Also, do you remember what you said earlier about dating? Yeah? Do you wanna go out sometime? Sure. Like, that's such a weird thing. Chief. Why did I decide to include so many curses? Like, like, Shinso. Yes. I put him in for a few things. Yes, League of Villains auditions. Ah, that's Spinner. That guy was not pleased when I mentioned I killed Snape. No, the guy tried to kill us. Or would you say he was pleased? Well, let's just get to the next damn recruit. Deku and Shigaraki reviewed you, okay? Wait, Toyota. Well, for one, it was just guess. But, like, you have these cards, Cyborg reviews. You're natural Reddit. Your roots are showing. You forgot to dial. Literally. Neat. Again, I wrote this before MVA. I wrote this before I read MVA. So I had no. Clearly. I like how I just kill muscular. Also, like, just like a single sentence. Okay, this one was bad. Okay, so. Okay, so random shit. There's no point in a secret if I could. Oh, I wrote until the entrance exam here. I meant final exams. Ah, this is when. Ah, this is when. Yes, the villain defeated by his love of monologuing. Oh yeah, I did like this one little scene here. I did like this scene here though. And if you were to read just one part of the story, it would be this one. And that's why I gave up on the story. Because I didn't know where to go with it. But I did write a one-shot of an idea I had back. Now to be completely honest, I don't know when I uploaded each chapter. I forgot. I could probably check, but I'm not going to. But anyway, this was written 3 days. But anyway, this was published 3 days after I published the first chapter of the main story, and I just couldn't wait to like get to this point. So I decided to make it a spin-off story. Okay. But yeah. If you want better showcase more work, then you might want to go with this. It's pretty short. I'll say that. It's not very popular, but if you do want to see a better example of my work, then you might want to go here. But you might also want to go to. You might want to go on to. Oh, how many of my bookmarks can you see? Like that public. Okay, and then off class X. Okay, nice. She's serious. Then let's go on my other suits. Oh wait. And Spider-Man and Zuko, cause fuck you. I just remembered.